My name's Tom Haywood, I play Jamie.
I'm Lydia Hopgood and I play Mia.
Ladies first.
Oh. I really like my character because she has like two different dimensions. I like the fact that she's got a bit of banter with Jamie and like there's still that affection there. So like she's still quite sweet and she cares for her obviously child Leo. Like for me as an actress, that is just, I love the fact that I can change the different dimensions.
What I like about Jamie is just as the film goes on, I feel like his character develops a lot because with the whole story of the Skull Gang being like this gang that are just out to get what they want when they want because they can do whatever the hell they want because they're the most dangerous gang around because basically humanity's been driven to the edge of extinction basically. But I think Jamie kind of represents that leftover humanity that it's been long forgotten by people because it's every man for himself in this kind of atmosphere with like zombies and the warfare between other people. But apart from that, I love how his character is going to develop from someone who's just looking to get by to someone who's just going to take full revenge for like the terrible things that these people have done to his family and things like that. So I'd like to see a really interesting story and concept behind Jamie. The concept of the story is like similar to things like, everyone's seen The Walking Dead, where they don't just base it on the zombies, they don't base it on the undead, they don't base it on things like that, they base it on the warfare between people, between rival gangs and things like that. So it's not all just one big gore where people get eaten alive and they're running for their lives and things like that. It's more in depth than that because it's basically showing that like it isn't just people versus zombies, it's people versus people.
If you would like to think of it as a deeper message, like if everything did go like to crap and it is every man for themselves, and so to be able to see kind of how people would change their own mentality and then seeing the contrast of our characters where we're actually trying to still live and have that slight humanity. So instead of them completely changing into like this zombie undead character, they're still like humans, but they're kind of the switch in their brain has gone even before they've kind of turned into anything other than that.
Yeah, it just shows the diverse ideas that went into making the movie as well.
Yeah.
Just because it's got so many different context dimensions and things like that involved. So yeah.
I really like working with Jay because I feel like although when we're filming and when we're on set, we know we're really sensible. We know what we're doing and we can always ask questions, which I think is the main thing. Like you're not going to get shouted at for being like, oh crap, I just forgot my line, or oh I'm not sure what I meant to be doing with my hand at this point. Like there's nothing there's no sense that you'd feel like you'd get in trouble or you'd feel like you're doing something wrong, because either way it's very flexible. Like we've always said that with our lines we can always move them around and do whatever we want as long as it makes sense. So that kind of flexibility and that slight relaxedness makes it a lot easier to enjoy and just act rather than feeling like shit I meant to do this and that.
Yeah, going back to what Lydia is saying, Jay gives you that freedom to just sort of make the character your own, but also have that open atmosphere of being able to improvise if you need to, and maybe something that suits you better rather than what he's put down on a piece of paper. You know what I mean? So
and it suits our characters better. If we're interacting as a couple, if you put a line in a certain script that doesn't slightly work well with the tones that we would have.
It's like reading off scripts. Sometimes the fluidity isn't as good as people want it to be. So people have to change things up and improvise and things like that. So, but Jay allows that. He allows you to take full control of the character. He allows you to just make the persona your own and just stick to what you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, apart from that, he's just a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. Really nice. I've done a lot of theatre work and I've not done any. This is the first film project I've done. So for me, it's just everything about it is just really interesting. But I also think just kind of the concept of the storyline. I've never done anything like this, and I just think it's just so exciting, and it's just a little bit different to what I'm used to.
Yeah, same here. My only real background in film and stuff like that is short movies, uni projects for friends, because I've got a lot of friends involved in film and TV, and so yeah, my only background really is just short indie films and just short university projects really. But apart from that, they've just given me the platform to start and get better, I guess. So yeah.